Mom finds out her teen daughter is a psycho killer.
Miramar Police Department.
Yes.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm waiting for my sister to go over there. What happened? What happened?
I just need to speak to you over here for a second.
Oh, Lord.
Right now, there's an investigation, and I guess it's your daughter.
Yeah, that's my daughter.
Your daughter, her name came up, so we have to keep everybody out of the apartment.
Police arrived at the home of 17-year-old Christy Parisienne, where her mother was informed that Christy had become involved in a strange and violent incident. About an hour earlier, officers had discovered the body of an 18-year-old boy named Dwight Grant near a nearby apartment complex, brutally stabbed to death.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Can you guys go back inside
That's
for me?
17?
Can you go back inside, please? Don't. Just do as I ask, please.
Passengers have been taken into custody in the murder of 18-year-old Dwight DJ Grant.
After a body was found there, Local 10's Andrew Perez is live
for this 18-year-old from Miramar High School, and instead, officers found a body.
As new clues surfaced and the investigation continued, police uncovered a hidden conflict between Dwight and 3 of his classmates from Miramar High School. Now officers needed to track all 3 of them down as quickly as possible to figure out what had really happened, what each of their roles was, and more importantly, why. But what detectives were about to learn about how this murder happened, why it happened, and just how complicated it truly was, turned out to be far more shocking than anyone expected.
You can't get away with nothing! There's cameras everywhere.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, it's this dope tech from Wix.
That I'm so broke. I don't have YouTube Premium, so we're gonna have to deal with
Everything started on a Sunday evening. On October 17th in Broward County, Florida, a nurse named Malene Emile noticed something was very wrong. Her 18-year-old son, Dwight Grant, who most of his friends called DJ, hadn't come home that day. DJ wasn't the kind of kid who disappeared without saying anything. He was responsible, focused on school, and always kept his family informed. His sudden silence was completely out of character. This was the beginning of a terrifying mystery for his family. No matter how hard they tried, no one could get in touch with DJ. He wasn't answering calls, he wasn't with any of his friends, and no one had seen him. By Monday morning, the worry exploded. DJ didn't show up to any of his classes, something that never happened. His teachers noticed immediately, his friends noticed, and his family knew something was seriously wrong. His family and friends checked every place he might have gone, called every person he might have been with, drove through neighborhoods, handed out flyers. Nothing. Police even went to the high school, hoping someone there might know where he'd gone. Officers spoke to students one by one. At this point, even the smallest detail could be the clue they needed.
Anxiety and depression, so like he would.
He has anxiety?
No, I have
okay, so he would check on you.
Yeah.
Do you know the girl that he's talking to or trying to talk to?
No.
No, does he have a girlfriend?
Not to my knowledge, no.
No? Okay. Right. All right. So you haven't seen him? What's up, man?
Wait.
No, everything good?
Wait, are they Caribbean? Because the mom low-key sounded like she was Caribbean. Or is she from like Africa? Because like they sound like they're Caribbean, and he looks Caribbean too. Like I can tell when somebody's Caribbean. Like you can just tell. Like I'm pretty sure you can just tell when somebody's Caribbean by the way that like they talk and how they dress. Like Caribbean people have a way with themselves, like how they dress. Like she just sounds like Caribbean to me.
Okay. Okay, so you haven't spoken to him since. Is this his behavior? Like, does he do it? He's a good kid?
He's a good kid. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He goes out. He has a plan. He goes out with his friends. He calls literally all of us all the time to let us know, like, what's up, how you are.
Okay. All right.
To everyone who knew him, DJ was quiet, calm, and spent most of his free time gaming. He wasn't the type to get into fights, he didn't cause trouble, and he had zero history of reckless behavior. Nothing in his past suggested he'd ever disappear or end up involved in something dangerous. The search for DJ continued through Tuesday of that same week. Then, around 2 p.m., while officers were canvassing the area near Sherman Circle North, a quiet neighborhood in Miramar before all this, they made the worst discovery imaginable. Hidden in the bushes beside an apartment building, police found the body of a young man.
Oh my god. Let me step back.
The body was found just outside the apartment building where DJ lived. All that time, he had been there, right near his own home. Officers were led to the body.
But you gotta imagine how the mom felt, cause like imagine your son goes missing and you know he doesn't like he always contacts you, like he always talks to people, like tells you like where he goes, where he's at, and then you don't hear from him like for like a long time, and then you just find his body like in like a bush next to your house, like, and then to find out that your sister, like that your daughter or whatever was the one that killed your son. Wait, was this the sister? Are they related? Was she the one that killed her brother? Or was it some other mom?
By scattered bloodstains on the sidewalk. From an initial examination, the body had 2 fatal stab wounds, one to the neck and one to the chest. A knife was also found nearby, hidden in the bushes next to the body.
Can you go back inside, please? Don't. Just do as I ask, please. In a few minutes, an officer will come talk to you. Go back inside.
Yeah, I
Listen,
feel
I
bad
can't
for
answer
her.
anything right now. I just need you to go inside the apartment and stay there till I can get somebody to come and speak to you, please. Listen, what did I just ask? Just give us a few minutes and somebody will come and talk to you. Just give me a few minutes. Go ahead and go inside.
Okay, but pause. Like they sound Caribbean. Like, are they from Barbados? No, that's not Barbados. They're not Bayesian. That's not Bayesian. Like, they don't sound Trini either. But they're definitely Caribbean. Like,
After speaking with DJ's family and asking them to remain patient, officers immediately blocked off the area surrounding the body and began processing the scene for evidence. 4 officers were on scene working to secure the area, search for evidence, and confirm the identity of the victim as quickly as possible.
Aquí abajo, sí. Ahí abajo del stairwell que está ahí, había mucha sangre, and you can see that probablemente están tratando de limpiarlo. Hay una cámara aquí, hay 2 cámaras aquí, y hay una cámara en esa esquina donde lo tiraron.
Sunday.
On Sunday, he went missing Sunday.
Today I'm gonna make a beat. We're going to
y'all, I don't have YouTube Premium. We're kind of poor out here. Like, times are tough.
Miramar is a quiet, close-knit community where news spreads fast. So when word got out about the brutal discovery of an 18-year-old's body, tips started pouring in almost immediately. Several people came to police headquarters, hoping the information they had might help. Among them was a woman who walked into the lobby holding her teenage niece's phone. She wanted to tell police about a private group chat that had caught her attention. At the time, officers had no idea that this small piece of information would end up being the...
I don't know exactly what happened. You're telling me that you were told to do something? I don't know what you did. I don't know what you didn't do.
She said that she was told to keep him in a corner.
Andre.
Okay.
Andre told me.
Andre needed backup for the fight.
Wait, what? What'd she say?
Do with some type of chick. And that he was upset and that he needed some backup for a fight. He told me it was just a fight.
Jaslyn had been told to trap DJ in the stairwell. Andre needed backup for the fight, which was apparently over a girl, Andre's ex, who was now involved with DJ.
You guys don't have to stay here.
You kill somebody over a girl?
No, I'm not gonna arrest you.
You killed somebody because they were dating your ex? Or they were messing with your ex? But that's your ex, right? Like she's ex for a reason. Like, you killed somebody over an ex is crazy work.
I want to hear what she has to say, but I wanted to reiterate because I said it to you and she wasn't here.
He told me to dress up in all black and follow him.
Andre?
Yes. I wore a do-rag and everything. He just said, do this for me. Just help me out with a fight. We're fine. We walked all the way there and walked up the stairway. And Chrissy was there. Chrissy had seduced him, from what I know. I was trying to just pretend and forget that it didn't happen. I already knew that if something like this was going to happen, I already knew the cops were going to show up sooner or later. And I already started preparing myself for the worst, Mom.
What do you mean by preparing yourself for the worst?
If they send me away, Mom.
According to her, the mastermind behind the whole murder was Andre. He even picked out the colors of the clothes, and the plan was just a fight. Jaslyn clearly tried to downplay her own role and choices.
So why didn't Andre just like go to that for himself? Like, I'm not saying that he should go going like murdering people. I'm just saying like, why are you bringing other people into your problems? Like, you could have just like talked to him or something. You didn't have to kill him though. But like
But
then
over the
again,
next half hour, the
they
officers,
could have just said
and
no,
even her
not go
mother,
into it,
would
and
unintentionally
then
learn
call
the
the
truth
police
from
or
her
tell their
words, shocking them to their core. Things her 16-year-old daughter had done were far beyond what her mother could have imagined.
Has Kyrie texted you back?
I don't want to talk about it.
How's the math test?
Don't.
Detectives were still putting the pieces together with no clear reason to make an arrest. But Jaslyn knew what was coming. She knew there was no escape, and she had already prepared herself for the worst.
Because by everything I've already said, I'm an accomplice, and I know this, and I'm sorry.
Come here. I can't. Come here.
The female officer at the scene can be seen briefly laughing when Smith lets out a sigh. But there's nothing funny
that you
about
think
what's
this is time
happening.
to laugh? Like,
A teenager has been killed, and Jaslyn has just admitted her role in what happened. She's now given police a motive. Andre had found himself in the middle of a high school love triangle between DJ and his ex-girlfriend. That's when the dark thoughts started, and the plan began to take shape. A plan that would need help. Before Sunday, before any of this began,
see why I be saying that people need fathers in their lives? Like, it's because shit like this.
Andre had reached out to her. He told her about the planned fight and the help he needed. Now sitting in a police car beside her mother, the officer asks Jaslyn to walk them through everything, step by step, starting from that moment.
So I'd like for you to kind of tell me, step by step, on how everything occurred, you know?
Before Sunday, before he came over,
Who's he?
Andre,
Andre's from school also?
yes, before he ever came over, he told me on Friday, I believe it was Friday, that he had a situation that he needed to deal with, and he was wondering if I could help him out with a fight. Me knowing that I used to fight in elementary and used to be a bad kid-ish outside of school, I'd agreed because he's a good friend of mine. I'm like, it's just
You
fight.
look like you bite people.
What Jaslyn should wear, telling her to wear gloves and protect her hair. Jaslyn's account helps clarify the days leading up to the murder, but one thing stands out. She repeatedly tries to downplay her role, presenting herself as someone who was merely influenced rather than involved. A claim that within minutes...
Like, if somebody says that, hey, let's go murder somebody and let's go like dump his body like in the bush, like, and you agreed to go with them, then clearly like you're a bad person too, and you deserve to go in jail because like you had a choice. You didn't have to go like you could have told your mom and called the police. Like,
would be completely undermined by a small slip she made.
We had gotten dressed, we had prepared. My mom had gotten home. We had told her that we were going to go on a walk. He was explaining to me that the person that me and him were going to fight with, the person he was going to seduce, had messed with a girl that he knew and had, essentially from what I know. And on the way there, he's telling me exactly where we're going to walk, exactly how we're going to walk, exactly what we're going to do, and we're going to wait for a signal. And I was like, okay, it's just a fight. But immediately when we got in there, we had walked over to where the stairwell was, while him telling me to move this way to avoid a camera and to avoid things. So we had walked up the stairs while Chrissy stayed downstairs and made a call. Me and him were upstairs. He's just talking to me. We're relaxed. We're chill. And then he got a signal from Chrissy to walk downstairs. And he had a weapon with him. He told me to hold the weapon. We had gloves on at this time still. We had walked down the stairs. He had approached the boy, and Chrissy had moved back and walked down the stairs.
Did you know this boy or no? Okay.
Boy tried to make a run with it, run for it after Andre.
Love Roblox?
Bro,
Earn Roblox digital gift cards with Microsoft Rewards.
Roblox has a lot of
This was a planned killing, not a spontaneous act.
He proceeded to take out
Wait, have they not found the other girl
a
yet?
small weapon and attempt to stab. And he was failing, and I was just like, okay, I can see it because I'm holding his legs. So I'm in a position where I'm holding both of his legs and I'm wrapped around his under torso, and I just feel poking right here.
Jaslyn claims she didn't know Andre's full plan, but she did admit that she helped, holding DJ down even after the stabbing began. As disturbing as that is, Jaslyn never stopped or showed regret during the attack, not when DJ was begging for help, not even as he was slipping in and out of consciousness after being stabbed.
And then he had another smaller weapon, and he took that out, and he stabbed him right here. Also, the boy was just like, "You're gonna kill me. Just choke me out or like end it," because he kept going in and out.
DJ knew he was dying. Under the pressure and pain he was in, he begged Andre to choke him and end it quickly. Andre ignored him and stabbed him again. After that, DJ went unresponsive, he stopped struggling and tragically died at the scene. In Jaslyn's version of events, she says she was told to do what she was assigned without asking questions. As the confrontation escalated,
Is
she
that her
says
name?
she did.
Jasmine. Jasmine acting like she was forced to do this. Like, she's acting like she didn't agree to go and kill somebody and leave them in a bush. That's what she's acting like. She's acting like she's so innocent. She's like, oh no, but I was peer pressured. Like, I didn't have a choice. You're acting like, what's his name? Andre. You're acting like Andre had a knife to your neck and told you to, hey, if you don't come smoke this boy with me, you're gonna become a victim too. That's low-key what she's acting like.
Didn't fight back because she was terrified of what might happen. Throughout her account, she places nearly all the blame on Andre. That explanation mostly holds up until Jaslyn slips up. In the middle of her story, she mentions a detail that seriously undermines
But
her
like, wouldn't
claim
she
that she
still be
didn't know this
arrested
was a
though,
murder.
even if she like, yeah, even if she was forced or peer pressured, you still helped murder somebody. Like, you're still gonna get jail time.
Murder
Like, the law
plan,
does not care.
and
Like, hey,
instead
I was
places
peer
her right
pressured,
at the
but
center
like
of it.
you didn't call the police after that. You went home and you went to bed. You know, you didn't think to tell anybody. So like, you would
Prior
get
to the
arrested.
death of that,
When we were at the house, when we were just talking about the whole plan of what to do, what was going to happen, but he never told me that he was going to kill somebody until at this time. You know, like, this is the first person. I leave it here. I'll ask Chrissy. I'm gonna leave.
That single detail changes everything. It shows that Jaslyn knew about the murder plan long before it happened. Now her story starts to crack. It directly contradicts her earlier claim that she had no idea this was meant to be a killing. At this point, it's clear she was far more involved in both the planning
You
and the
see why people be saying don't talk until you get a lawyer? Like, don't talk until you get a lawyer. Because
decision
when you
than she
lie,
had admitted.
you don't know what you're
That's when
saying.
the
Like,
officer
your
shifts
lies
the
start
focus
falling
and
apart
asks
after
about the
a
weapon
certain
used in the
time,
attack.
I'm assuming
especially if you're not good at
it's
it.
a knife then that he had.
There is a knife and there is a longer
A longer what?
sword.
A sword. Okay.
A knife is something that can be easily concealed, but a sword isn't. Hiding something like that
Yeah,
would be
sword
almost
now.
impossible. It's hard to believe that Jaslyn and Christy could have been around Andre all that time without noticing the sword. Now detectives finally have enough pieces to start shaping a version of events that's much closer to the truth. But before moving forward, they still needed to make sure the physical evidence matched the story.
So you saw the big sword when he first showed up here in the first place.
I didn't see it exactly. I only saw that there was a bag with it, and I was like, okay. Because somebody else had taken everything out of the house behind us, and I didn't know where that was.
If he had a
And I believe
sword,
it
where'd
was
he get the
either
sword from?
like a jacket
Like,
with
did he
him
go on Amazon
or
and buy a
with
sword?
Chrissy.
Cause like low key on Amazon, you can legit buy anything on Amazon. Like, you know, there's just one time I wanted to cosplay Alucard from Hellsing, right? Right, you know he has those two pew pews, right? So I went on Amazon, right, to look to buy the two pew pews, right? And then you know what they said? They're like, oh, this can't ship to your area, something for safety reasons. It was fake, but I don't know if it was real, but I saw you can legit buy freaking. You can buy a katana. I'm gonna buy a katana, and you can legit buy real pew pews. Like I don't know if they were real, but you can still buy those. They look way realistic. But when I wanted to buy the fake cardboard ones or the plastic ones, they're like, oh no, you can't buy that. It's a safety hazard.
An extra jacket or a bag with them.
Jaslyn could tell detectives were zeroing in on one key detail. She knew about the sword before they ever left the house, and that meant she knew the plan from the start. She tried to distance herself from it, saying that when they left, Andre grabbed a small knife and a larger sword, but she claimed she didn't actually see the sword at first and assumed it was already in the bag. Detectives weren't convinced. By now, there were too many gaps in her story. The teens believed they had pulled off the perfect crime. They killed someone in broad daylight in a tucked-away stairwell inside a busy apartment complex, avoided security cameras, and left no direct eyewitnesses. If the group chat messages hadn't surfaced later, they might have gotten away with it. But everything started
Would
to
they
fall
have though?
apart
Because they
after
low key like this one, she can't lie for shit, and she just keeps talking, and talking, and talking to the point that everything she says is just inconsistent. So you
the
really think
attack.
she would like
They
gone away
dragged
with
DJ's
it?
body into the bushes, packed the weapons and supplies into a bag, and returned to Jaslyn's complex. There, they made a serious mistake. In an open, grassy area, clearly visible from nearby apartments, they started a fire and burned the bloody clothes using gasoline. As they sat there, shaken, but still
Isn't that
hoping
something
they were
that's
in the
like
clear, a security guard
heard from
spotted
a
them.
show or something? Like, oh my god,
Hungry Root is the easiest way
like
to
if
eat
don't commit
healthy.
a crime
Hungry Root
close
is
to
kind of
your
like having
house or
your
where
own
you
personal
eat it.
shopper
Like,
and nutrition.
is that what up?
In that moment, the
Something like
cover-up
that.
ended.
It's like,
He
why would
wasn't
you
the
do
only one
something like
watching.
that close to where you
Another
live?
resident had seen them too and later told police exactly what she saw.
The two girls, they
Like,
were just standing there,
like why
but they
you go
weren't
to the
moving
police
much.
before?
The chubby girl, she was just like moving back and forth, but like standing in the same spot, but moving a
Not gonna lie, she looks like she's like mid-30s. Like, she got kids and stuff.
little bit.
Like, the
And then the guy was moving around the
and he gotta fix those eyebrows. Like, I don't know what's going on over here, but like, you gotta fix them eyebrows. Cause why is this one shooting up, right? And this one's like curved.
fire, just throwing more gasoline. I didn't see their face, but I saw their body shape, and seeing them on the photos, you could picture them, especially the chubby girl. You could feel the traumatization from them, and you could feel like they were scared, but you could also feel like they had that energy of the way of thinking like he deserved it. Like you could notice that.
Security camera footage from the apartment complex backed up much of Jaslyn's story. The cameras showed the three teens dressed entirely in black as they approached the stairwell where DJ was attacked. One camera even captured DJ Grant's final moments. Another showed the teens dragging his body toward the bushes exactly as described. But as detectives reviewed everything more
Did they
closely,
catch
cracks
Chrissy
began to
yet?
appear. Parts of Jaslyn's version didn't fully line up. Police seized the teens' phones and went through their messages. It didn't take long to find something that directly contradicted Jaslyn's claim that this was only meant to be a fight. One message revealed the true mindset behind the plan.
White DJ Grant was killed back in October, and for months now, the three teens that are accused in his case have been kept in jail.
All the evidence was clear. Within days, police moved in on all three suspects. Jaslyn Smith, Christy Parisian, and Andre Clements were all arrested. Each of them was charged as an adult. All three were charged with tampering with evidence and conspiracy to commit murder. Christy and Jaslyn were each charged with second-degree murder. Both eventually pleaded guilty and were sentenced to 25 years in prison, followed by an additional 10 years of probation. Andre Clements, who was 17 at the
Yeah, he
time,
got evil in his
was
life.
considered the mastermind behind the
Like, he's
crime
definitely
and
the
the
evil
one
eye.
who delivered the fatal sword strike that killed DJ. He faced the most serious charge, first-degree premeditated murder. On February 18, 2025, Andre Clements, now 20 years old, also pleaded guilty. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison, followed by lifetime probation.
Caring, loyal, honest person.
See why you gotta keep your hands to yourself? Am I a lesbian? What? Alright, you guys want to watch my story animation? Is that what it's called? My story animation. My mom made me break up with my boyfriend. Wait. I'm in love with a thief. I wore a tight ring and lost my fingers and myself. This sentence right here low-key reminds me of that scene in Final Destination, the new one, where like they're on this glass thing building and then they all just start dancing and like the girl, she like had the ring on and the ring was like caught into something and like she was holding on for dear life and it just like slipped off and her skin fell with it. My whole life is a lie. No one even know my name. Okay. Got stuck with my crush and his girlfriend and his crazy girlfriend. Let's play this one.
With Google Play Games, you can play unlock.
Let's do the American.
Unlock rewards with Google Play Points.
Hi, my name is Rose. When I was 10, I found out that the woman I called Mom was actually my aunt. My biological mother had given me to her as an act of charity, since my aunt couldn't have children and my mom already had 3. Ever since then...
Wait, so I need you to say that again. Because we be giving children out for charity. Can you even do that?
Was I an act of kindness? Or just an act...
Like, you can just be giving your kids out for, like,
I haven't
charity?
stopped wondering. Was I an act of kindness? Or just an act of neglect? People always said I had a unique look. Olive skin, this odd shade of green eyes. I started wearing glasses at 6, so maybe that ruined the effect. Doesn't matter. Let me just tell you up front. My life wasn't some wild adventure. Just me, drifting through school with a weirdly decent sense of humor, and a family situation no one could explain in one sentence. Now, my dad, God bless his midlife crisis, decided he wanted to be the next Steve Irwin. Not in a cute, let's feed. His eyes would be the next Steve.
Is Steve Irwin dead? I can't remember. I think he is dead.
Steve Irwin. Not in a cute, let's volunteer at the zoo kind of way, but full-blown obsessed. Animal documentaries, snake facts at dinner, backyard traps to train my instincts. By the time I was 7, I could name more venomous reptiles than I could types of candy, which, honestly, explains a lot. So,
is that why she's in the jungle?
I didn't ask for Barbies or ponies or whatever other kids were crying about. I had one very specific, very non-negotiable wish. A snake. A real one.
Imagine your child comes up to you, right, and it's Christmas, or it's almost Christmas, right? And you're like, hey, sweetie, what do you want for Christmas, right? Do you have a Christmas list? And then your child comes up to you with a fucking book, and she's like, a book with like reptiles in it, right? She's like, Mom, I want a snake for Christmas. Like, I want something that just slithers around and eats rats. Like, I want a snake for Christmas. And I'm like 10. Would you still give them the
Absolutely
snake?
not. But not just any snake. He's educational. So is watching a nature show. Why don't you print out a picture and hang it on your wall? His name is Venno. I already made a tank out of the rice cooker
You
box.
look like the type of kid that will like go to like a pet
I'm
store
not touching it. And if
and
it
kidnap
escapes,
it, like
you're
kidnap
sleeping outside.
like
I was that weird
then
kid
she's
in
gonna bring it
school,
home. Like,
obsessed with snakes,
Mommy, look!
reptiles, and obscure
I got
animal
a snake!
facts. So no, I didn't have many friends. And honestly, I was fine with that. Apparently, not everyone else was.
So, as you both know, Rose is different, and I think we should work together to help her make some friends.
Well, you're saying it like there's something wrong with my daughter.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
there's
all her
something very
classmates are just
odd.
weird and stupid, and she doesn't want to be their friend.
Honey.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, I understand.
I'm pretty sure if like the entire class don't want to be your friend, you're the problem. Like your daughter is definitely the problem.
And your frustration, but your daughter brought a snake to school, and she threw it at another student.
Did she go
Do
as
you
that as a
understand how
person?
dangerous that is?
She threw it at Jessica, the little bully brat you should have suspended years ago? But no, let's go after the quiet, weird kid who minds her business and likes snakes. Look, I get what you're saying. I do. But this is our daughter. She'll stay like this until she grows out of it, hopefully. So please, don't call us in for these Dr. Phil meetings again. Come on, honey.
Why is Dr. Phil catching strings?
That night, I did the only logical thing a lonely, misunderstood 11-year-old could do. I sneaked out to get a tattoo of Venno. But the guy at the shop called my parents before the needle even touched my skin. And yes, I got an earful the entire way home. Things stayed the same until I turned 17. And then, everything changed. I stumbled across this online ad for something called the Reptile Lovers Retreat. It was this once-a-year, deep in the jungle kind of event, a snake nerd paradise where people from all over the world camped out and swapped stories about their pet snakes and lizards. Next thing I knew, I was on a private jet for the first time in my life. Turns out, the whole retreat was organized by Matthew, a teenage billionaire with a thing for snakes, drama, and 5-star everything. He was the kind of guy who could throw a party mid-air like it was just another Saturday, and somehow make everyone feel like they belonged there.
Nice tattoo.
Thanks, bro. Got it last week. Finally. Been trying to get it for years.
You look familiar. Have we met before?
Oh, come on. Are guys still using that line? Is that, like, still a thing?
What? You've been eyeing me since the party started.
Well, yeah. You looked familiar.
Haha, see? Classic move. Old but gold.
Babe, what's so funny?
Yeah, is that Jessica?
What the heck are you doing here?
Jessica likes animals too.
I'm here on a trip with my boyfriend. I'm not some weirdo snake girl who flies across the world just to hang out with reptiles.
Take it easy, babe. Anyway, nice to meet you.
Sir.
Roser?
She means loser. But yeah, that's me. I barely had time to process what was happening before the world tilted sideways. Like, literally. We were falling. Fast. Then
Picked a great name, but your voice doesn't quite match it? We have a fix. Voice mod gives you over 150.
Then crash. Everything went black. Where am I? The world around me was buzzing, but somehow we all survived. We were bruised, shaken, and freaked out for sure.
I'm surprised
No one
nobody
was seriously hurt. Just a lot of stunned faces and a growing sense that we were officially in the middle of nowhere. My vision was a blur without my glasses, but I tried to keep my head in the game.
Come on, come on! Where's the signal? I don't think there's any service out here.
What do you mean no service,
What
you
is this
stupid
sound like?
losers? How are we supposed to?
All right. First things first. We need water. I'll look for a stream or anything nearby. Just stay here, don't panic, and for the love of snakes, don't wander off. We need to keep track of everyone and conserve
Who says
energy
that?
until we know what we're dealing with.
I'll come with you.
Babe, it's so humid out here.
You mean dangerous, yeah?
Fine. I'll come with you. No way I'm letting you wander off alone with that ogre.
I rolled my eyes, and the three of us started walking. My eyes started itching, and Matthew told me they looked red. For hours, Jessica
she got
kept making
pink.
snide comments whenever she could squeeze them in. But I was too focused to give her the reaction she wanted.
It's so humid. I swear I just felt a bug crawl into my shoe.
Welcome
Jessica
to the
needed to shut
wilderness,
up.
babe.
Why are you even on this trip, Matthew? You look like someone who's never even been outside a spa.
Excuse you? I'm very outdoorsy. My family made me do survival camps every summer. You know, learn grit. Apparently being born rich means you have to earn your personality.
Hey Rose, remember in 5th grade when you brought that snake to school? You were running to the bathroom and it got out of your bag and you turned around to grab it, then peed your pants?
Jessica low-key a pick
I'm
me.
sure that didn't happen. Come on, Jess.
Yes, it did. I remember because it was my 12th birthday that day.
Wait, why were you 12 in 5th grade? Were you held back? I saw your passport. You're older than us.
She wasn't held back. Some people just start school later than others.
Why are you defending her?
Because she's a helpless little weirdo who will jump at any chance to be my friend.
Oh my god, I hope
Fine,
she like
yes,
she
I
falls
was
down in a
held
pit.
back. There, I said it. What now? You gonna break up with me?
No, babe, I was just...
Save it. I'd rather walk alone and get eaten by a wolf than spend another second with you and that snake perv. Whoa!
Just then, Jessica fell into a trap. A rope whipped around her ankle and yanked her up, leaving her dangling upside down midair.
Help! Help! What are you two idiots doing? Oh, sorry, babe. Not you. Her!
Say sorry to Rose first.
Matthew, listen. The fact that there's a trap here suggests there might be hunters nearby. Maybe we finally found someone. Wait, I hear footsteps.
I'll be with you, Rose, after Jessica apologizes. Come on, Jess.
I heard the footsteps getting closer, fast, so I climbed up a fallen tree trunk, crawled along the branch hanging above Jessica, and started cutting the rope, barehanded.
She does parkour?
Then, with my teeth,
Matthew, behind you!
I looked up.
She does parkour? Parkour.
A group of people stood there, dressed in what looked like traditional tribal gear. They were watching us. Their leader, a tall, stone-faced man, stepped forward. Everyone went silent.
Yes.
I awkwardly bit the rope one last time, and Jessica fell head first onto the ground with a thud.
Ouch! And who are these people? Are they gonna save us or eat us for dinner?
They didn't speak any English, and while Matthew tried to communicate with them, I noticed their leader staring at me. Then he took a step closer, and just like that, the whole group went still.
Soboki Nina Ayame.
He's looking at my snake tattoo. Then he turned to his people and said something in a language I didn't recognize. Suddenly, they bowed to me, like...
Don't tell me they're gonna start to treat her like she's some kind of god. 'Cause she got a snake tattoo. Don't tell me that this woman... You know what?
full on prostrated. The leader gave a signal. Two of them came over, lifted me onto their shoulders, and started chanting something as they carried me away. Matthew and Jessica followed in shocked silence. What are they saying?
Shikboko mayon koslaki fi.
I think he said, I like the cut of your jib, kid. You got guts?
We were taken to the center of the tribe, where dozens of teepees circled around in open space. The leader climbed onto a rock and gave what felt like a heartwarming speech. I mean, it sounded heartwarming. Then again, I had no idea what he was actually saying. Once again, the entire tribe bowed down.
Wouldn't it be funny that the tribe people, they take her, right? They start treating her good because you know they be doing that. So they start treating you good, right? They gonna fatten you up, right? And then when you least expect it, suddenly you're tied down. No, not even not even there. Suddenly there's a parade for it. Like they make this like there's a banquet, then there's a parade, right? They're carrying you on their backs, right? Up some long ass stairs. And then next thing you know, you're on a stone slab thing with a priest or whatever holding a dagger or something over your chest and then just stabs you with it. Wouldn't that be funny if that's what
A few of
happened?
them stepped forward carrying a wooden chair, decorated with ribbons and colorful
You
fabrics.
should low-key
They
get
set it down, motioned for me to sit, and then lifted it up, carrying me like I was royalty.
Why are they treating her like she's their god?
They do think she's their god, Jessie. All hail our goddess Rose.
I looked down at all these people, delighted to have me, at Matthew's proud smile and Jessica's jealous glare. And for the first time, I didn't see myself as an act of kindness or neglect or charity. I saw myself as a gift to humanity, or maybe a god. For starters, they placed me in a decorated teepee with round-the-clock security and women assigned to care for me.
Not
They
even eat.
bathed
They're
me in
about to
milk,
sacrifice.
washed
See,
my hair
they're about
with
to
oils that
sacrifice you.
smelled like heaven, and fed me their best food.
That's what they be doing.
Every
They're about to
evening before
sacrifice
sunset, they paraded me through the village on my chair
Then you
and
gonna
set
be
me
walking
down
up
at the
the
center,
steps.
where people
And then
lined up
sitting
to
on the
kiss my
stone
hand and touch my
slab.
feet, hoping for my blessings. Matthew and Jessica were given a separate teepee, way out on the edge of the tribe. I didn't speak to them for days. I only saw them from afar, where Jessica looked visibly annoyed. I knew they wanted to be saved, to go home, to call someone, but I figured that could wait. Besides, it's not like I could communicate with the tribe very clearly anyway. The tribe leader had a habit of presenting people to me during these blessing sessions. One person each day, so I could examine them and decide if they were worthy or pure. Naturally, I said yes to everyone. Who was I to judge? But one day, he brought me a young man, maybe in his early 20s. As he got closer, I caught a whiff of something unpleasant. Let's just say he didn't wipe well. I winced, just for a second. It wasn't dramatic, just a face. The leader's eyes widened immediately.
He's gonna
He turned
sacrifice
to
that
his
little
men
boy.
and made a gesture, sharp and fast. Before
They're
I could
gonna
say
sacrifice
anything,
that boy.
he rushed in,
Oh.
grabbed the guy, and
Oh.
started dragging him away.
Oh,
He
yeah.
burst into tears, trying to crawl back, begging, looking right at me. He reached for my feet and cried harder. I stood up, trying to stop them. I stepped forward, blocking his path, trying to say something, anything. But the leader suddenly turned toward me and placed his hand on my shoulder. His eyes were cold, wide, steady. I froze and just stood there, watching them drag the crying men out of the clearing. And there
Yeah,
was
they're about-
nothing I could do. For the next few days,
He ain't gonna
I
be
pretended to be sick so I wouldn't have to leave my bed. I just wanted to avoid those blessing sessions altogether.
So I'm writing an essay on cats. Cats in art history. I'm an art history major.
There was this girl, Huna. I eventually learned her name. She was assigned to be my personal assistant, but really, she was more like a babysitter. She barely left my side, day and night. Over time, I managed to learn a few words from her and teach her a few English ones too. Of course, I had to keep up the I'm sick act the whole time. You've been staring at the necklace for a while now, Huna. Do you like it? I wish I could give it to you. It's from my mom. My biological mom, actually.
I'm surprised the tribal people, whatever they're called, didn't get sick from like touching her and her friends. Cause you know, one coffin is over. They're
She
all
gave it
dying.
to me when I was 6, and even
That's
though I
like
was
a
too young
Victorian.
to understand it back
You know,
then,
they don't live.
I remember thinking it was strange that my aunt would give me something so expensive. Oh, sorry, that's confusing. She was my aunt back then. When I turned 10, I found out she was actually my biological mother. She'd given me to her sister, my aunt, because she was poor and already had 3 kids, and her sister couldn't have any. I was angry and confused that day, but somehow I ended up pulling this necklace out of the drawer and putting it on. And ever since then, I haven't taken it off. Una didn't respond. She just kept staring at the necklace. Sorry, girl, I can't give you this one. But here, take this bracelet. It's from Target, but it's cute. I'll give you the other bracelet if you like and subscribe and interact with this video so more people can see it and I become more
guys,
famous.
like and subscribe.
Una gave me a side eye, but took the bracelet anyway.
I mean, follow.
Just then, the leader barged in. He looked furious.
How dare
Without saying
you.
a word, he grabbed Huna
How
and
dare
pulled
you
her to her
touch
feet.
my-
He started scolding her and pointing at me.
It's gonna
My
sound like a
guess was
slur.
that he figured out I was faking being sick, and that Huna was covering for me. He tried to drag her out. I panicked. I didn't want her to get in trouble, especially not for me. I jumped up to stop him. The moment he saw me on my feet, his eyes widened. He shouted even louder at Huna. And I don't know what came over me, but I slapped him. He
Damn.
froze, stunned. For
Seem
a
like
few seconds, no one moved. Then he just turned
he
around
gonna
and
leave.
walked out.
See, he gonna leave, right? And then he's gonna come back, but he's not gonna be alone. He's gonna have like 3, 5 guards come here pull you, and then the next day you're being paraded, and then you're being walked up along steps. Then you're on a stone slab, and then there's a priest over you holding a dagger. Oh no!
Huna, I'll give you the necklace, but you've got to help me with something. Eventually, I managed to explain, at least partly, that I needed her to sneak Matthew and Jessica over to me. She looked hesitant, but after I gave her the necklace and pleaded for what felt like hours, she finally, reluctantly agreed. That night, just before dawn, she stuffed them into the giant bags they usually use to carry firewood and placed the cart near my teepee's entrance. Matthew and Jessica snuck in quietly.
You better get us out of here before I kick your butt, you little miserable smackhead.
I wouldn't use miserable here, Jess. In case you haven't noticed, she's literally a god here.
She's still a stupid loser to me, and don't you ever defend her again. You did it before, and you're doing it now. I'm warning you, Matthew.
What are you gonna do, Jessica? We're stuck in the middle of some weird cult tribe, and this is what you're focused on? Belittling Rose? What has she ever actually done to you?
It's okay, Matthew. Thanks, but let's just focus. We need to figure out how we're getting out of here.
Oh, now you care about us? Do you have any idea what we've been through? We wake up at dawn, get sent to the mountains to hunt, whatever that means, and then we're out in the fields all afternoon. All we get to eat is plain rice and dry corn, while you're here eating fish and meat and bathing in milk like some freaking guy.
It's kind of valid though. Like you left your, well, I'm not gonna call them friends, but you left the people you came down here with, right, to go be some kind of god for these other people you don't even know. And what happened to like the other people that crash landed with them? Like, are they still alive?
Gladys, you're letting this whole thing get to your head. Maybe because deep down, you know how worthless and dirty you are. Just a smug little snake-loving mutt.
Jessica, enough! Cut it out, alright?
Huna sensed something was wrong. She stepped in, trying to gesture for Jessica to calm down.
Oh, what do you want now? Instead of standing there like some useless statue, why don't you go fetch us something decent to eat, huh? Food, stomach, hunger, food, food, food! You hear that?
She shoved Huna toward the entrance. Matthew rushed to stop her.
I'm tired. I want to go home. I miss my bed so bad.
It's okay. Calm down. Rose will help us figure this out.
She's an idiot! She never does anything right! She killed my brother! Yeah, she did! You didn't know that, huh? We were best friends, Rose, for 10 years, and then that night, you showed up, crying, pouring rain, screaming about your mom, aunt, whatever. My brother, he came running down to check what was going on.
Why does he look like
and
Armin?
he tripped over you! Yeah, she was lying on the floor crying because she...
Well, how was that her fault though? She didn't kill him directly. It's just that she had her legs out and he tripped because he wasn't looking where he wasn't looking where he was going. That is not really her fault, is it? Like,
surgery, okay? He wasn't supposed to fall. Now he's in a coma, and every time I see you smiling and pretending like it didn't happen, I see him lying there. You didn't just ruin our
so that killed
friendship,
him?
You ruined everything.
Let's go back. Is that what killed him?
Coma. Said yeah.
Cause
Running
wait,
down
look,
to
look.
check what was going on, and he
Look.
tripped over you.
How'd that kill him? Like, how does that kill you?
Yeah. She was
He was on the last step, or damn near on the floor, and then he just stepped over her foot. How does that kill
Now
you?
he's in a coma, and every time
Then
I
you
see
killed
you
my
smiling
grandma.
and pretending like it didn't happen, I see him lying there. You didn't just ruin our friendship, you ruined everything.
Jess, that's not fair. You can't blame her for that. I'm sure Rose is sorry.
God knows how sorry I am. I think about it every single
But
night.
how does that
I've said
kill
I'm
a
sorry
person?
more times than I can count.
Yeah? Look how sorry you are. Getting pampered like royalty while we rot out there. You and your crocodile tears. I'll never forgive you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was crying hard. That incident never left me. It came right after I found out about my mom and aunt. And then Jessica completely cut me off. She hated me.
Like,
Sure.
how was how was that her fault? He wasn't looking where he was going. And then I'm bring this closer. He wasn't looking where he was going. And then he was like either on the last step or he was like on the floor already. He didn't see her foot, right? And he just tripped. Like, how does that kill you? Like, my little sister has fell multiple times. She's never
Everyone else did too.
She's never
That's
died.
when I started isolating. When I got more into snakes. They didn't judge. I took a shaky step forward, trying to reach out, maybe just to plead. But Jessica looked at me with pure disgust. Then she spat on me.
Oh, that's
Don't you dare!
That's nasty. That's like very disrespectful. Like, you had to get slapped. That's very
Pathetic little freak! She stormed off.
sitting on somebody's
Matthew
very
tried to whisper, shout
that's
after
very
her.
That means you see
She
them
was already gone.
bottom.
He followed a second later.
Oh,
I stood
like,
there,
that's
wiped her
very
spit off my cheek, and blinked my last tear away.
Sorry or not,
The
she
next
had to
day,
get him.
during the blessing ceremony, the leader brought forward a few villagers
Or I think
like
this is
usual.
CGI.
During
This
the
looks like
blessing
CGI.
ceremony, the leader brought forward a few villagers like usual, but I didn't even look at them. I shook my head.
Bro, they're gonna get
He
them all
stopped,
murked.
looking
They're all gonna
confused.
die.
I scanned the crowd. Then slowly,
You're not the same one that
I
was
raised
scratched
my
out.
hand and pointed at Jessica. The
You're gonna
crowd
get her
turned to look at
killed?
her. Jessica didn't move.
Oh.
Her eyes locked on mine,
Oh.
wide and panicked.
Oh, she looks
Her
like
face
sick.
went pale.
You wouldn't dare, Rose.
The
Oh.
leader ordered his men to bring her forward.
Oh god,
She didn't
she's gonna get
resist.
her killed.
She walked with them, calm,
That's-
composed, almost
But she does
proud.
spit it up.
When she got closer, she looked straight into my eyes, cold, like she was daring me.
What are you going to do, Rose?
So now I'm just Rose? Not a pathetic loser anymore? She didn't say a word, just stared. But her eyes were saying, do the right thing.
Does
I
that mean
looked at the
kill
leader
you?
and gave the signal to take her away.
No, please,
Wait.
stop! Rose, tell them to
Wait.
stop!
He tried to run
I
toward
mean, I
her.
did say she had to
but
catch
he
his hands,
was
but damn, I didn't think
back.
that kill her.
Jessica walked away silently, without a fight, never once looking back. That night, I sat in my teepee with the worst headache of my life.
You just killed her.
My eyes were burning.
And you got
You
pink
had
eye
an
too.
idea. It started yesterday. What was it? Right.
That's why you
I'd
keep getting
already
pink
kicked
eye.
Tuna out because I needed a break. Some rest without someone hovering around me like I was prey. Just then, Huna tiptoed back in, dragging Matthew by the ear. Oh, Bucky Anime! Shokomuhene! Matthew, why were you outside walking around my teepee?
You just
Do you know how
you just got his girlfriend killed. Like
dangerous that is?
Good evening, Rose.
Couldn't have a bad one if I tried.
I needed to talk to you, and I didn't know how.
sound like his
Seriously, tell her to let go of my ear.
If you're here to talk about Jessica, save it.
Wait, is
she
she
got
dead?
what she deserved.
So
I've been
you
silent
killed
enough.
I get your pain, I really do, but she's been through a lot too. I mean, I wanted to break up with her, but ow! What is her hand made of? Metal?
It's okay, Huna. You can let go of his ear now.
How does she
I
live?
was gonna break up with her before the trip, but her dad asked me to wait. He's a friend of my dad's. Said she wasn't doing well, that this trip might help. Her therapist thought nature would fix things, I guess. She's all he's got. I just wanted to get her back safe. All of us.
Boo and who?
Come on, Rose, show empathy.
Her going through stuff doesn't mean everyone else has to suffer for it. Her therapist should have taught her not to be a jerk, not to go out and connect with the trees. Now, if you don't mind, it's time for my nap. Huna pushed him toward the exit.
Wait, Huna, right? Here, I picked this flower for you. Thought it looked cool. I've never seen anything like it.
Huna clutched her chest, visibly touched, then promptly threw the flower away. Shokuri! It's poisonous, you idiot. Now get out. Huna gave him one last glare and dragged him out. That night, we had one of the biggest ceremonies yet. a celebration marking the night
You
of
also think
arrival,
Jessica's
a
alive?
sacred tradition passed through generations, where they believe a god would descend from the sky to guide them. Apparently, I was that god. At one point, I noticed a kid staring at me with hatred. It was the first time
It's
I'd
probably
seen
because
this
you got
kind
his
of
big
directed
brother or whatever
Hona
killed.
caught the tension. From what I could gather, the man they dragged away during the last blessing was his father. I was
Is that not
so tired
English?
of people blaming me for things that were completely out of my control.
Well, it's not. It's not out of your control because like you kind of got it. You kind of got him killed. Like it's kind of your fault. No,
I
like
mean,
just like you
I
got
was
that
sorry
girl
it
Jessica
happened,
killed.
but it
Like,
wasn't my fault. Not really. So I stuck my tongue out at the kid. He hid behind his mom. A few moments later, the men came to carry my chair for some ritual. They
they're about to
lifted
send
me
you
high into
upstairs.
the
You're
center
gonna
of the
be on a
gathering.
stone slab
Some people
with a
cheered,
priest over.
others
You don't want
bowed. And as I sat above them all,
shit. Loki
I
looks like
felt it. No matter what I did, they would keep worshiping me. Even that boy from earlier had been pushed forward by his mom to join the celebration. Funny how I was someone's discarded kid. Now I'm someone's god. I still don't know which one hurts more. The boy stared straight at me. Then he pointed behind him. I followed the direction he pointed, half expecting nothing. But then, completely unrelated, I saw a glow. The glow was faint at first, but it quickly grew into
okay.
visible flames,
Oh,
rising higher and
oh.
spreading fast
He
through
live
the
fire.
dark. I raised my hand and pointed, and the music slowly faded as people turned to look. Then
Get
came
some
the
sand.
gasps, and the
Get some
shouting
sand, y'all.
followed soon after. Panic broke out, and someone rushed to carry me away to safety. The next morning, smoke still hung in the air. Half the village was reduced to skeletons of ash and cinder. And yet, no one cried. Instead, they moved with an eerie calm, lining up in silence, carrying the last of their grain, jewelry, hand-carved trinkets, all for me, for their goddess. Children clutched burned dolls. Old women limped barefoot across blackened earth, as if none of it mattered. As long as I was safe, they would have done anything I asked. Anything. And for a second, I didn't hate that. That scared me more than the fire. How can I be a goddess if I can't even help them? I'm just an idiot, like Jessica always says. I attract chaos everywhere I go. The leader had dragged me away the moment he saw the flames. While others burned, he made sure I was untouched and adored. Now he stood beside me, perfectly clean, arms folded, like nothing had happened. Why aren't they? Why isn't anyone upset? Just then, the leader spotted a woman near the back of the line, clutching something under her clothing. His face darkened. He barked something in his language and pointed at her. She froze, then
Oh,
slowly stepped
is she about to
forward,
get executed too?
shaking.
For
From
clutching his
beneath her
stomach?
clothing, she pulled out a small bundle of dried herbs and placed it at my feet. Her child clung to her side, coughing quietly. No, keep it. It's yours. You need it for your child. I tried to hand it back, but the leader yanked it from my hands and gave it to his men. He pointed at my hair, then nodded approvingly, muttering something about the herbs, as if they were meant for me, as if some miracle hair treatment was more important than a sick child.
That's nasty.
What is wrong with you? These people lost everything, and all you care about is them giving me things? What
You're
am I
their
gonna do with all
god.
this stuff?
And I don't think he
What kind
understands
of
you
leader
though.
are you? Just then, I spotted Jessica in the crowd and ran to her.
Hey,
Are
is she
you
still
okay?
alive?
Why do
Does
you
the other
care?
guy still alive?
If you must know, I was assigned to clean the poop hole.
Oh, that's...
Guess the fire saved me. Never thought fire could be a blessing,
Oh,
but here we are.
We need to find a way off this island, Rose.
I know, but we can't just leave them
Oh,
like
I
this.
see the god.
We have to help them.
Bro, you don't
Oh,
have to do
gee,
nothing.
isn't
You can
that
just leave.
wonderful?
Like,
Help yourself first, Rose.
Before I could respond, the leader started shouting orders, telling the villagers to rebuild. No rest, no mourning, just Obedience.
So the
First
entire
we were
village
asking
is
how
our
we'd
slaves.
survive the jungle. Now I'm wondering how we survive him. His men approached me again. I knew what that meant. Back to the teepee. Back to playing goddess. I didn't resist. I just walked silently, trying to figure out how the heck we were going to get out of here. That night, I sat in my teepee, waiting for Huna to sneak in Matthew and Jessica. But just then, I heard voices outside. I peeked through the fabric and saw the leader and several villagers gathered, tense and angry. In the center was Huna. The leader was holding my mom's necklace. They must have found out she had it and assumed she stole it. But why wouldn't they ask me
You need to
first?
go say something.
Why jump to punishment? That was it. I stormed out and pushed through the crowd. I grabbed the leader by the horned band on his head and stared down at him. Everyone, he's not pure.
Bro, they don't understand
I don't
English.
give him my
They don't
blessing.
understand what you're saying.
Take him away. Why are you looking at me like that? I said take him. But no one moved.
They don't
all knelt
understand
down,
English.
And then, quietly, so did he. His chin dipping just slightly, like he'd expected this. Like he knew they would choose him over me.
Oh?
Even now.
So why is he not
Who
their
do you
god?
fear now? God or man? I walked over to Huna and helped her to her feet. And for a second, everyone just watched, waiting
Bro, I
for me
need
to
some.
lead, to fix it. The weight of it hit me all at once, and it made me realize something. Maybe my biological mom didn't give me away because she didn't love me. Maybe she was just overwhelmed, trying to survive with more than she could carry. I used to hate her for that, but now, faced with such a big responsibility to help Huna and the others, I finally understood how overwhelming it could be. And I was going to make a different choice. I wasn't walking away. Inside, Matthew and Jessica were already waiting.
Hey, Huna. Looking
Bro,
lovely
his voice
today.
pisses me off.
Anyway, Rose, we found a boat on the shore. It looks solid, newly built. Since everyone's busy rebuilding the village, we figured we could take it. Tonight. Get ready.
And leave everyone? With that jerk still in charge?
You didn't seem to mind when he was pampering you.
Yeah, and you're really making it hard for me to regret punishing you. She rolled her eyes. Anyway, you guys can go. Try to get help. Sounds like I'm the only one who can stop that man from hurting more people.
Bro, why do you care
I'm your
about these
god,
people?
remember? I'm safe. Just then, Huna reached over and
Like, I gotta
squeezed
put
my
these-
hand.
I gotta put
Father,
first. I just
leader. Wait, he's your father?
Oh, that's
Wow, this man just keeps giving. Huna gestured for us to wait and slipped outside. 5 minutes later, she returned with folded clothes, disguises. We changed quickly and followed her out. We walked through the woods in silence for about 20 minutes.
Remind me again, why are we following this primitive girl deep into the jungle? What if she's leading us to be sacrificed? Let's go back, guys. I mean, this place is messed up enough, even for you, Rose.
They think I'm something sacred, like a spirit their ancestors waited for. The tattoo, the crash, the timing, it all fits some old legend, I guess.
Yeah, plus those weird red-green eyes and your olive skin. I mean, you're also like goddess-level beautiful. Whoa, look
But
at
she doesn't
that.
look that.
We had arrived. In front of us was a hidden stash. Crates of food, piles of fruit, and even gold. Not a few coins, but full chunks and trinkets. All hoarded by the leader, probably taken from the people or gathered during raids. I wasn't even sure if he knew what gold was,
She's probably
or
like
just
Sandy.
kept it
He's
because it
like-
looked shiny.
We need
He's
to
probably
leave
like-
tonight. If we make it to the mainland,
It's
maybe
probably
we
like,
can bring help.
you know how kids are like,
Especially if
this
we
shit
tell
is
them about
like,
this.
shit,
Smart
like,
thinking showing
shit.
us this spot, Huna.
Huna
Shit
blushed,
that is
smiling
just very
shyly.
shiny.
Jessica rolled
And they
her
want
eyes
it.
and ran toward the pile, stuffing gold into her pockets.
See now,
I'm gonna die in the
Jessica.
ocean. I might as well die rich.
I'm staying. I'll help
See,
these
Jessica
people.
was
or
in
die
one of those
trying.
room thingies that
Just
like,
then, I spotted
like,
something.
shit.
And pointed.
What's this thing?
I lunged.
Yeah, if Jessica was like playing Tomb Raider or some shit, and she was in a tomb, and you know how they always have like this thing of gold trying to trick you, but like if you take the gold, there's a trap. and you just die, or it's like the room just starts to flood with, like, get flooded with water, or just like air was coming out of the wall. Yeah, she'd die. She'd be the first person to die. Alright, let me.
Right. I wasn't even sure if he knew. For a small, tired nod.
Come on, let's move. We've got some escaping to do.
Why are you so excited about this? You do realize it's not one of your yacht trips, right?
Yeah, and I was sent to jungle camps before I even learned how to shave. My dad called it character building. Character and mosquito bites.
We get it. You're rich but humble. Very Disney Prince of you. The three of us laughed, and we kept walking toward the shore. Are you guys sure about this?
More than ever. And I want to say something. I think I'm sorry for blaming you all these years. Look at me now, facing death, and holding on to the thing that kept me bitter.
Great speech. Now let's move on, babe.
Don't babe me. I know you've been planning to leave me since forever. Just waited because you felt sorry for me. Pray I don't kill you on the way. Or maybe I will. Therapy is all about release, right?
Hey, Huna. Take care, all right?
And then, to everyone's surprise, Huna hugged him.
What was that?
Seriously, what was that?
What can I say? Everyone loves me, tribal or not.
The next morning, I didn't wait for anyone to carry me out. I stepped out of my teepee on my own, hair tied up, eyes tired but clear. The sky was still gray with ash, but the smell of smoke had dulled overnight. All around me, people were back to working, repairing what they could with what little they had. They didn't look up when I passed. No one bowed. Maybe they were tired of pretending. Maybe I was too. I walked up to the group building a new shelter frame and rolled up my sleeves. Where do I start? Before anyone could answer, the leader stormed over, his expression tight.
Taco Mohana, Biki Hana So.
Bruh, I'm not trying to watch this.
He pointed toward my teepee. It was clear. He wanted me to go back, to sit on my chair, to play the part again. No, I'm not going back. He stepped closer, his eyes narrowing. You want a goddess? Fine. But what good is a goddess who sits around while her people rebuild the world? I'm not above them. I'm one of them. And if I stay, I help. He didn't answer, just stared for a long time. Then, without a word, he turned and walked away. That was the last time he tried to stop me. Over the next few days, I did everything I could. I carried water buckets on my back, helped tie wooden beams with vine rope, sat with the old women, and learned how they cooked with next to nothing. Huna showed me how to sharpen sticks into tools, and even taught me the word for thank you in their language. I said it a lot. Some of the villagers still looked at me with confusion, others with quiet surprise. But a few started nodding back, offering me fruit, smiling, just a little. It was a slow shift, but it was real. This is how freedom is made. Working together, sharing what we have. Don't you want to live in a place where we smile at each other as we pass, instead of hurrying away worried you might be punished? Where you get to choose your leaders, not fear them? I took Huna's hand and spun her around into a playful dance. She laughed, shy at first, then let herself enjoy it. Freedom doesn't mean chaos. It means you get to choose when to work, what to believe, who to follow. You don't have to give your food or your herbs or your water. I dropped the woven basket I was holding and ran.
Wait, let's get...
A low hum at first, then louder, unmistakable. A helicopter. I dropped the woven basket I was holding and ran. Others followed behind me. Some
Damn, are y'all gonna be able to
some
fit in
scared. We burst out of the
helicopter?
trees just in time to see it land in the open field beyond the village.
Y'all think that they think that the helicopter is like some very big bird? Like, that's got
Doors
to be...
swung open. Medic stepped out first. Then two people ran past them. My dad and my mom. And behind him, her. My biological mother. I froze. She ran to me first, arms wide, eyes brimming.
Rose! Oh my god, Rose!
I let her hold me. She was shaking. I didn't know what to say, so I said nothing. I just let her cry into my shoulder. Eventually, the rescue crew tried to approach the villagers. They offered help, food, clean water. Some of the villagers nodded politely, but backed away. Others disappeared into the trees. They didn't want saving, not from strangers. I didn't blame them. Before we left, the leader and Huna approached me one last time. I stepped forward and hugged her tightly, burying my face in her shoulder. Come with me. You don't have to stay here. You can go to school, dance when you feel like it, be away from him, be free. But she gently pulled away and gave me a small, sad smile before stepping back beside her father. I wanted to scream at her, to tell her to run while she could, but I didn't, because deep down, I knew what it felt like to still need the person who failed you. I reached back into my bag and took out my mother's necklace. I pressed it into Huna's hand and closed her fingers around it. She blinked at me, stunned. It's yours now. The leader held something out, a single, rough chunk of gold. I stared at it for a long moment, then slipped it into my bag. I'd never say where it came from. Some things deserve to stay buried, but some people, even the broken ones, deserve the right to choose what freedom means to them.
Man, I'd kill to live this life. Freedom at its finest.
Wait till you realize this. You. Alright, that's enough.